Hello and welcome to Business and Life Mastery. This video is all about the Kickstart Scheme. I'll let you know what the Kickstart Scheme is, how to apply for the Kickstart Scheme, and my own experience with getting 2 employees confirmed, possibly a third, also through the Kickstart Scheme. What the flip is the Kickstart Scheme then? Well, it's an employment scheme brought in by the UK government for 2 main reasons. One, to support business that has been impacted by COVID, and then 2, to also support young people who have been made unemployed because of COVID, or they're finding it very hard to actually find work. And there are some set criteria of young people who can apply. So the young person has to be aged between 16 to 24 on universal credit, and also they need a job centre work coach. Those things are very, very important. Someone can't apply for your job role unless they tick those boxes. Now, in terms of a business, any business can apply, although I have been told that if you have a more established business, if you've been in business for several years, and if you've been impacted by COVID, then you probably stand a better chance of getting your application approved. The great news for businesses here is that you can have a young person working for you for 25 hours per week on national living wage, and that is completely covered and reimbursed by the government. It's amazing. It's basically businesses getting free employees on a part-time basis, but it's completely free. But not only that, even more than that, businesses get 600. I'm reading this. I want to make sure I get these numbers right. That was wrong. You get businesses get £360 per job placement for admin costs, and businesses also get £1,500 per job placement for setup costs and employability support, which is amazing. So for every Kickstart placement that you are able to fill in your business, that's a total of £1,860. Now this is gonna quite literally transform my business, because doing so many different things within my business, working on the production side, there's like a comedy animation which I've been working on with an animator, and we could be pitching that to networks and Netflix soon. There's a live action sitcom pilot that I'm about to produce. There's a new e-commerce business which has just launched. And with all of these different projects going on, and also you're running this channel and another YouTube channel, it is virtually impossible for me, single-handedly to actually manage my social media and to actively push my online content. And this is going to completely transform that. So I'm really, really excited. Now, my experience with the program has really been smooth from beginning to end. I've got no complaints whatsoever. I got an email from the Kent and Victor Chamber of Commerce. I'm on their mailing list. I got that back in, I think it was December, maybe slightly earlier actually. It was probably October. I registered my interest. I got contacted in December with some application forms. I filled those in. I then heard back in January. I then was set up with a liaison officer for the Kickstart Scheme from the Kent and Victor Chamber of Commerce. And there were some forms to fill in, and fast forward to now, which is the 4th of March. And I've got 2 employees starting for me on Monday, 1 social media manager, 1 online content assistant. Although everyone that I've dealt with for the Kickstart Scheme has been great and continue to be great, I did find the hiring process just a bit tricky and slightly annoying. Because how it works is that your ad will go live through the job centre. And you can't, if you want to make any amendments or changes with that ad, you can't do that personally. You have to do that via your Kickstart liaison officer. So there were a couple of times when I wanted to kind of change my ad and modify it, and I had to go kind of through a process which actually took quite a few days. And I think the other thing as well was that I did get a lot of applicants approach me who just had 0 experience. I mean zero. I just had people say, "Oh yeah, I've used Twitter. I know what that is." Or there was one guy who approached me who said, "Yeah, no, I really like YouTube. Yeah, I've grown up around it all my life." And it's like, well, That doesn't mean that you could be a social media manager just because you've watched lots of YouTube. So I did find that a bit tricky. Now, to be fair, I did find, or I did get referred, the online content assistant who's starting for me on Monday. He did come through as a job centre referral, to be fair. The social media manager, I did have to put ads out. And I put an ad live on Indeed. That was a very tricky process. You get a free ad, yeah, but you can't actually specify an age range. So what I had to do was I just put an ad on and just have this kind of template email or message that I would send applicants to try and filter them out. But I did have a lot of success with LinkedIn, and through LinkedIn jobs, I was able to find a really, really good young person who has the experience that is just perfect to move everything to the next level. So really kind of summarize the whole process. As I mentioned, everyone around the Kickstart program, absolutely fantastic. The actual hiring process, a bit tricky, but look, that is not meant to put you off at all. Whatever size your business is, you should definitely apply for this scheme and see if you can get someone on board. Because hey, at the end of the day, it's free. 25 hours of free labour per week and maybe more if you could get more applicants and have more placements approved. And now I'll talk you through the process that you need to go through in order to apply for the Kickstart scheme. It is super easy. It's going to take no time at all. So here I'm on the government website, gov.uk. Type in Kickstart into their search bar. Boom, hit search. First listing. Let's go on that Kickstart scheme. Plenty of links to give you information on the scheme. Most of that I've gone through in the video. See, look, 100% of national minimum wage, all covered. And apply for a Kickstart scheme grant. And we scroll down. This bit is kind of interesting. Just going to talk about that very briefly. A friend of mine approached me. She said that she heard about this scheme, but she didn't apply because she thought it only applied to big businesses that had 30 or more jobs to fill. Complete nonsense. That's not true. You can apply if you're a one-man band and if you are a small business. It helps. I think I mentioned this before. If you are an established business, you've been around for a while, but even if you're a new business, you can apply. I'm not sure how successful your application could be, but I think it's still worth it. So we go down here. Again, it will just tell you more about how it all works, about the money you get, and we scroll right down and click on Apply Online. If you want to double check your eligibility, just click on that link. Other than that, start now. I'm an employer. No. I'm assuming if you're actually watching this video, you don't have a scheme up and running. Can you meet all that? Can you employ someone? Can you give someone 25 hours a week work? Yes. Who can't? Social media, innit? It just takes time to do it properly. Then that's it. And then, all my jobs meet this criteria. Can you provide employability support? Can you teach them basic skills? If you don't have these basic skills, what are you doing running a business in the first place? Can you teach them attendance, timekeeping, teamwork, communication, traveling to work? Yes. Then that's it. You enter your employee details and your employee details and you're away. It is quite literally that simple. Guys, I really hope this video was useful. If it was, please do smash that like button, leave me a comment below and subscribe to the channel. And if you do apply for the scheme, the best of luck. I do hope it is successful. You get a couple of young people working for your business. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Cheers.